Hi.
Hey,
Good evening, good morning, good night, and hello, all of you lovely birds out there in Blurderland. How are you?
oh, it's wonderful to be here, as as
Yes.
as I would always say.
Yes.
Hi, Captain.
Hi, hi.
Hi,
Hello.
hello, hi.
Hello.
Good to see ya. Oh my
It's
gosh.
good to see you.
Same, same.
How's your week been, man?
It's over. That's all that matters.
Ugh, Jesus wept.
It's over, and
Yeah, I had enough of last week, and the week before that. I'm not gonna hold you. Mel,
I'm
what
already, I'm
is
already, I'm already done with next week, and it's not even here.
I, bruh, bruh, bruh. Um, I've got some old people issues going on. I got to go to the doctor on Tuesday. I am not looking forward to it. I'm fine, ish, but it's ladies of a certain age. We have to do our upkeep every once in a while.
Yes, until your personal summers start coming into
Oh
place.
my God! Wait. Wait, I'm not that fucking old, nigga. God dang, you ain't got to put that shit on me like that.
I said until. I didn't say
No.
when. I just said until. Until.
Until?
Until.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to talk about it. Hi. Good Lord, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate you. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you are new here. If you are catching us live, you know I love you. If you're catching us not so live, I still love you anyway. But make sure that you hit the subscribe and the bell doohickey, wherever the hell it is on whichever app you're at.
Should be over
So
there.
that I don't have to harass you and confine you and remind you that we're here at 7 p.m., usually sharp on Sundays. Okay? Okay. Navy,
Ma'am.
what, have you been watching Peacemaker?
I have not.
I don't know if you're going to want to watch it after
I will watch it because I will not see it otherwise. So I trust your judgment. I trust.
this season's been,
Not the high pitch. Oh no. Not the high pitch. Oh,
it's been,
before we go, can I just say you were wonderful on Friday? Y'all, if you're not aware, my show, The Convos, is back, and we have Miss Ashley Page on the show, and my co-host.
my co-host and my co my his my co is my
And y'all, let me tell you, she came in clutch as always. It was a blast. So definitely shout out to Miss Ashley and her graphic novel Namakasi, and also her trying to get her graphic novel, which is a phenomenal graphic novel, animated. So
yes.
if you're interested, go to her page on Instagram and go to her link to Indiegogo and donate. Let's support these creators who are trying to do their thing.
Please.
But this one right here,
God, dude, no, man.
phenomenal.
That one was all about Miss Ashley. Ashley is an absolute gem. She is perfect. She's perfect. Like the creativity,
Yes.
the go get itness of her. Like she says she want to do something. It's been done. She got a plan and everything. Not he loosening up the tie. Who's gonna get it?
Oh Lord, it ain't like that. It ain't that type of party. Okay.
I don't know who's getting the
I went
fisticuffs
to a
today.
wedding reception, and I hadn't had a chance to take off the tie and everything.
Oh, look at you all handsome like and drink.
Oh my gosh, I hate it.
Ladies, he does dress up nice, I promise.
Oh my gosh.
We got it in 4K, ladies and
Why
gentlemen.
are we like this here? leave my appearance
And he got
alone.
the blue on, the blue offsets the white beard. He know how to put himself together. Look, and he got the headband too, and it's coordinated. It's coordinated.
This is why we can't have
plan of attack.
See, this is why we cannot have nice things.
Why do you? Somebody wants your nice things. I'm just trying to help you enjoy it. Hey.
Yo, we coming in hot on this one, y'all. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what or she soon.
Or them.
Oh, Mal caught the show, or them. Mal caught the show the other day. Yay!
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
What is this, man? Oh, also, yes, peace be unto you as well, Mal. Appreciate you as always. Thank you, Bama. You did you? Yeah, he did it. Yeah, he did it. Where's it at?
Of course
There
he
we go.
did. It was right at the top.
There
Yep.
it is. Right off rip. Bama. I'm gonna let you know out the gate. We're gonna show a piece of Peacemaker. If you don't want to be spoiled, even though the entire goddamn internet seems to be talking about this one particular piece, if you're into that,
Go make a
keep
sandwich.
out for like a good 10 minutes. Okay. So we are. The reason why I want to bring this up, the reason why I don't care about the spoilery portions of the show, is because it ties into our guest that will be on tonight. Very well. So I'm going to talk about Peacemaker really quick. I don't know if I just completely I did not knock it out of place. Good. So don't worry. Okay, cool. Let me set this up. Okay, so season 2. Peacemaker is still coming to grips with everything that happened in season 1. He fought off an alien invasion. The guy, well, he's still dealing with the fact that he feels guilty about accidentally killing his brother when he was younger, and also now killing his dad. So he's still coming to grips with all of that stuff. In doing that, he's moved into the home, his childhood home that his father owned, because obviously everything's going to be bequeathed to him. And in that home, he opens up a door. And that door leads into a pocket dimension. Well, a space between the pocket dimensions. Basically, the door is a door to multiple dimensions. 99 to be specific. He is led to one specific door, but don't do that tonight. By his pet eagle, Eagly. This door contains a dimension where his father and his brother are alive. Oh, did I mention that his father in Dimension A was an abject racist?
Yeah.
Very much Triple K like, if you will. Yes. So in this universe, Dad is very loving. He's not harsh at all. His brother is alive. Everybody seems balanced.
Until.
So we get to a bunch of other stuff. There's oh my gosh. What's his face, Junior? Oh my God, what is his name? Why can't I remember his name? The guy that was in the Suicide Squad. He was the leader of the group, white guy.
Oh, you're talking about Flag?
Yes, Rick Flag Sr. is now the head of Argus. Rick Flag Sr. clearly has a bone to pick with Peacemaker.
So, gee, I wonder why.
So, Rick Flag raids Peacemaker's house. Peacemaker has to take the alternate dimension door and go someplace else because he very, very much would like to maintain the relationship with the family in that alternate dimension. By the way, he killed his alternate dimension self. I'm just going to pass right by that. So he decides that because he's got all this type of fuck shit reputation over in his regular dimension, and B, the woman that he loves, this hardcore, is not reciprocating his affections. So he says, you know what? I ain't got shit here. Bump it. I'ma just head on over here.
Fair.
Where the other hardcore is going to give me an actual chance, and everything seems great. It seems perfect. Yay! So we cut to him after he's told everybody in his regular dimension that he's not gonna stay here. He's out. Deuces.
Gotta go.
Gotta go. So his friends in Dimension A all go over to this other dimension to pursue him. People start to notice some shit ain't right. There's a couple little things that are off. Like Cheerios is Cheery OH, like cheery O's. Um, there's Rick Flag Jr. is still alive and was in this kind of weird relationship with Harcourt, but not really. And all right, there's something else that Harcourt, this white woman, notices damn near 5 minutes into crossing over into this other universe. So let's take a look at the great reveal. Here we go.
Let's see the shenanigans.
Oh, brother.
I haven't seen a single person of color ever since I've been here.
No way. One got out! A black!
What?
Yes.
Hey!
Pardon?
Got her!
What the hell?
Correct. Oh, what have we here?
Oh no!
Fuck me.
Oh no!
That is correct.
Oh my
Gotta
gosh! Are you serious?
Gotta go.
Yo!
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Get
Gotta
the
go
fuck
right
outta here,
now.
bro. That's wow.
So that is
Wow.
yeah. A
Wow.
black.
A black. It's just the
A
way.
black.
A black. Oh,
Got out. Got out. From where? Where's our cousins? Pourquoi? I'm sorry? What? First of all, kudos to Adebayo because girl is running. Them legs is up high. Her form is correct. Everything. Keep chest up. Whew. Gotta go. Yeah, so I just want to sit here and unpack this particular episode real quick. How you not know?
First of all, your pause is legendary right here, by the way.
That's the correct reaction to all of that. I'm gonna bring it down because it's not great. It's not great.
Damn it, you're gonna make me watch this, aren't you?
Look.
You're gonna make me watch this.
It's not a bad show.
I thought we were friends.
We are friends. I gotta rip off the Band-Aid off of some stuff.
Girls with no damn Band-Aid. This was a cast. The hell you talking about without cutting it off?
You gonna walk in it, rub some dirt in it, baby. You'll be all right.
Drink some water, take a nap.
I'm gonna make this quick. All right. I need James Gunn to stick to his guns, no pun intended, and land the plane on this particular season with with what's going on in this particular episode. I need him to land the plane hard. Wow. Okay? If you're gonna bring it up, I need you to discuss a couple of things, which I don't have a lot of hope for because there's only 2 more episodes left. So, ta-da!
Oh,
yes.
Gosh.
You've got to point out a couple of things. First, how comfortable Peacemaker was in that universe, how oblivious he was to everything in that universe. Peacemaker in the saltine cracker and vanilla universe. You stupid.
This is not the Ovaltine Galaxy, ladies and gentlemen.
Correct. Yes, a black is crazy. That is a single. Yeah.
I was the same one, yo. Safari said the same thing I just said. A black. I'm going, wow. That was basing your voice to last a minute. She was like, the fuck?
Fully comfortable saying all that, yeah.
Wow.
But I need Gunn to point out how comfortable he was and why he felt that comfortable, not recognizing there were no other people of color in that universe. None. 2, how come Harcourt noticed it out the gate? Like she noticed out the gate. Granted, Adebayo didn't have she didn't go outside up until like those last 30 seconds. Meanwhile, Hardcore is getting picked up by Peacemaker's brother and driven around town. So in that aspect, yes, she's getting exposed. So I guess kudos to her being aware. However, I feel like in reality, she might not have been quite as aware. If a few key things hadn't happened, she wouldn't have noticed either. This is a thought-provoking episode. I would love to have a conversation with y'all in the chat and what your thoughts are on this episode. If there's anything deeper that you want to talk about, if you saw the episode, I need to talk about it desperately. What are your thoughts, Navy?
Wow, first of all, I'm still bugging off of that the way that scene got set up and how it was executed. Spot on. But at the same time, I knew that we're going to continue to implement the Elseworlds vibe into things involving DC. If you're not familiar with Elseworlds is DC's version of What If. So you have so many different ones, but this one is like, what if the Nazis won? Ha! Here we go. Racism. And the fact that they scream comfortably coming across that park, that their lawn, black. I was like, I'm sorry, what? Excuse me? The execution of this was incredible. And it branches off into other possible story elements into this. Like, okay, how did we get here? Why did we get here? What created this? What caused this? Who caused this? Who we're going to see coming from the DC universe that maybe wasn't revealed before? Because I've noticed anytime they do parts of the story like this, there's always a new character introduced that did not get any type of shine before. So I'm curious as to who is going to be introduced to brand new DC universe fans and veterans of the neighborhood. So we'll see.
I'm curious too. I don't know who they could bring.
Because this is always, plot devices like this have always been the best vehicle to bring in new characters.
You are right.
So I'm really curious as to who they're going to introduce, how and why, and if there's any longevity with that character. Because if they introduce this character and it's someone that everyone falls in love with, that's going to kind of fuck up things because they got to keep bringing this character back.
Is this a thing?
Oh yeah, Psycho Pirate is a character.
But would he fit in with this?
Actually, yeah, because Psycho Pirate has the ability to, emotionally manipulate people. So why not have someone who's powerful enough to emotionally manipulate an entire nation?
Ooh.
And you have focus points to do that too. Social media, television, radio. You have focus points. So if you have your power concentrated on one particular means of transmitting it, you can spread that power wide. And it's something that's been explored before in comics with different characters. So I can see that happening.
All right. Before we move on, I just want to say this out loud in the ether because I haven't seen anybody else talk about it or say it. We all know that the Nazis were very much not about the gays as well. Vigilante's father in Universe A leaves the home because he's gay. Just gone, like whatever. I'm not with this shit. I'm out, deuces. However, in this alternate universe, he's still at home with his wife. And I think that is. And then Adrian Vigilante says, "Oh, my dad's not gay in this universe." And I'm like, no. Your dad can't be gay in this universe because he will get murked. So I just wanted to point that out.
Gentlemen, this is what we call DL in an alternate universe.
Or self-preservation. Good God.
I forgot about Perdigaton. Oh, you misspelled it, but that's fine. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Ultra Humanite or what?
There's a character called the Ultra Humanite and Perdigaton. I almost forgot about Perdigaton. Yo,
I'm curious now.
Okay, because Perdigaton was the closest you come to a Nazi in comics. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Who got teased for the next step? No, but I have not seen a teaser.
No teaser yet. From
I haven't seen a teaser. Doesn't not to say that there isn't one. I personally have not seen it. Now I gotta go look for it. I'm gonna go find it. Y'all go find it too. I'm curious. Also, one last thing. I promise. I swear to God. I'm really curious because we've seen almost everybody's alternate person in this episode. We haven't seen Adebayo. So there's also a resistance being trying to be upheld. I see you, boo boo. Upheld in that universe, and I really hope that it's her. I'm hoping that she's the leader for this resistance.
That would be fire. That would be fire. That would be fire.
Especially
I can see that.
A black woman tried to tell you type of shit. I need it to be her.
I love her have a bazooka. Someone says, "A black."
No. They already tried to blow up a building. The rebels. They already tried to blow up a building, and then Peacemaker fucked it up. Anyway, all right.
Wow.
I don't want to spoil too much because I do see our guests. I'm going to do one more thing, and we're going to lead into my favorite segment right now. Yes. Bachatters! The Bachatters! I love the Bachatters!
The Bachatters, ladies and gentlemen, the Bachatters.
The Bachatters. Where are we? All right, Navy. Do you have anything this week, sir?
Yes, actually.
Oh, look at you.
Get a chance to spotlight it before. And of course, it's coming from two mainstream companies because the other companies that I'm looking forward to coming out with more stuff, they haven't released their stuff out yet. The first one, I don't know how I feel about this. Only because DC is known for coming out with multiple covers of one particular story or whatever.
You don't say.
But there are certain artists that I really get a kick out of. So I'll get those copies for those artists. And I'm a big Peach Momoko fan.
True. And
my other favorite artist is Daniel Warren Johnson. He's the one that drew Dual Power Bomb. Yeah. And if you've never seen Dual Power Bomb, it's fire.
You told me.
Yes.
I keep meaning to check that out. I gotta go find it.
When you check it out, I want to hear your thoughts on it because I love it. I rank it up there with 8 Billion Genies.
There's a lot of shit I gotta read.
Yes, I know. So, first one up is the Daniel Warren Johnson cover of, you guessed it, Deadpool Batman #1.
Oh, I saw that one too.
This artwork, this is Daniel Warren Johnson. I have the Peach Momoko cover, but I put it away for all posterity because I didn't want any of the ruffians to get into it. What it does, it's an anthology of combining different heroes. So you have Batman, Deadpool. You've also got Wonder Woman and Captain America. You've got Daredevil and Green Arrow. So I'm excited about this. Only because of those other ones. I could care less about Batman and or Deadpool. I could care less.
Now, see, wait, where the fuck did I put the goddamn cover? I know I have it somewhere in here.
I heard change. It's like you're looking through your pockets.
I mean,
we can't see where you're at, but we see the motions, and it's like I'm hearing different things.
But
like
I know you exist.
Crumpling of paper, the sound of change. Y'all go through your pockets, and that's what it sounds like.
I don't even know. Honest to God, I think you know why there's change on my bed. Because my piggy bank is up there, and I got sidetracked because ADD or some shit. And I put the change in my bed and got caught up with something else. Anyway,
this is the Peach Momoko cover of Marvel All-in-One: The Thing versus the Marvel Universe, and you see our queen on the cover.
Is that new?
Yes.
Is it good?
Yes. Reason why this is a throwback because back in between 75 and 82, they did the Marvel 2-in-1s, where it was Ben Grimm, the Thing, teamed up with a different hero in each issue.
Okay.
So you got a chance to see favorites team up with Ben Grimm. You also got to see different ones team up with Ben Grimm. Like there was Daredevil, Hellcat. There was so many of them. This what makes it so significant because it's almost like I don't know if people remember when Deadpool destroyed the Marvel universe. This is all in that vein. So this is all in that. This is all in that vein, particularly where we're going as Ben Grimm are going against everybody. But this Peach Momoko cover is fire. So yeah, that's my Book-Dega.
I'm muted because New York is New Yorking.
Well, yeah, because they see the emergency of going to get their own issue.
I mean, they should.
Fucked around and found out.
There's Hot Fire. Those were awesome comics back in the day. The only one that I remember for back in the day is the Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe.
Mm-hmm.
But also because Deadpool fan. No. Okay. I've only got one because my pull list hoed me. I have a fuck ton of shit coming in the goddamn mail because I thought that they would just hold it for me at the goddamn store, but goddamn not. Apparently, it's getting fucking mail in the goddamn mail, and we all know how fast that motherfucker is. So the only one that saved me is this. Oh, and this is our guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This comic is by Isaac Lee Edwards. It is called Black Fist Junior, pardon. And yo, daddy deserves some praise. And he signed it. He signed it right there.
I want one. I want one too.
And he's if you can tell, there's some people in
he kicking K ass.
White jumpers that need some
he kicking K ass.
Clarification on their
Beating
status
the pillow
in the
people,
world.
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh wait, I'm so sorry. Before I bring our guest in, I have to say this. Bonsoir, mon ami. Je t'aime. Sweet and jump. I don't know what else. Hi, Renita. How are you, Pooh Bear?
Omelette du fromage. We'll add that in there for that one. Every time she's done, I'll add to it. What's going on, sweetheart?
Bordelais. Oh, not my big face. Not I hit the wrong pic. Bonsoir. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all the shenanigans are out of the way. Officially, I would like to introduce you to our guest for tonight. Yes. He hails all the damn way from the down south part of the country, that is Texas. So I'm not going to keep him down here for too much longer because the north rises again. Here you go, Isaac. Lee Edwards Jr., how are you, boo-boo?
Yo,
what the hell?
Oh, we live. My bad. I was in the middle of Call of Duty.
What the hell?
I'm not even joking with you. I'm legitimately playing Call of Duty right now. What's going on? How y'all doing?
No, multitask.
Okay.
Multitask. I'm not gonna hold you.
Focus on the task. Okay, let's
I'm
go.
about to bust open this bag of Legos and work on my Mandalorian helmet. So don't worry about it. As long as you can multitask, I'm with it.
No.
And I got a DeLorean, so I'm gonna put that.
Oh, Cabal says hi. Hi, Cabal. Also.
Oh, that's Cabal. Yeah, that's the co-owner of my company. So
God bless you, buddy. What's going on, sir? Let me stop.
He could come in here too if you want to.
Oh, hold on. I guess I gotta send him a link.
Let's keep it simple. Cabal, if you want it, give me your shit. I don't know. Just put it in the chat or something. We'll figure it out. How are you doing? How's your kill streak going? As per Tafari TV.
Oh, I'm doing all right. You know, I'm just warming up right now. Warming up my shot.
If y'all ever want to see how a Call of Duty player is, watch their eyes.
Oh my God!
When they're talking, watch their eyes. You see his eyes? They're everywhere.
Should be all over the place. Up, down, left, right, A, B, B. Yeah, there it is. Line up the shots.
Good to finally meet you, man.
Yes, sir. Let me see. All right. So, how are you? How are you? What's thank you for joining us tonight on the show. I
Yeah.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
Where have you been all our lives? Where do you hail from, sir?
So I'm from Austin, Texas. That's where I was born and raised. I'm still, in the area though. So, but yeah,
Man
All
said, I'm
right.
not leaving home.
yeah.
I'm not leaving home. I'm fine where I
Oh,
is.
eventually, I do want to get out of here. Eventually, I like Austin, but I don't know. Eventually, I do want to.
The apprehension is, boys.
It's like it's cool, but it ain't. There's other places in the world to go to. Fully understand. Although your food, the food in Austin it ain't half bad. I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
It is pretty
Hmm.
good. That I'll give Austin. Yeah, it is pretty good.
One day
Did you
I'll visit.
did you ever get I'll ask that question later. I want to get to know you some more.
Yeah.
Where did you get your start in all of this geek nerd blurred life type of stuff?
So like, I mean, I've been a nerd my whole entire life, but like, as far as getting into like this kind of stuff. So it all started when I was 6 years old. You guys know what Super Mario 64 is. Y'all know that game. I know y'all got to know that game.
I
Sure.
got it in my living room. Don't yell at me. Okay.
So as a kid, I was obsessed with that game. That was like one of my favorite. It was my favorite game. Of all time. And so as a 6-year-old, I was like, I want to make my own Super Mario game. And my mom was like, well, write it down. So I started writing down like how my game would work, et cetera, et cetera. And that's pretty much how I got into you know uh that's pretty much how I got into just writing in general. That's where I found my love for writing. And originally, like, I wanted to make like video games and things like that. Like, I wanted to make video games, and then that changed once I got into theater. And I was like, you know what, like, I want to write plays. And then I started getting into movies. Well, I've always been in the movies though, but I was like, you know what, movies are cool. Why not start writing like screenplays? And so I started getting into that. And then I kind of like realized that, like, okay, it's going to be harder for me to get seen as a screenwriter, you know what I mean, especially with someone that doesn't have as much experience or whatever. So for years I kind of worked in my craft and all of that. And eventually I was like, you know what, let me get into like making comic books, you know what I mean. And I started adapting my screenplays slowly but surely into comic book scripts. And I would, go look for artists over like Facebook groups or Instagram hashtags. And that's pretty much how I kind of got started in that realm, though. But yeah.
Okay. How long did it take for you to make that switch? Like, was it out of college? Was it you graduated and you were like, all right, I'm on my grind a little bit too much, but I'm not feeling it. Like, where did you switch up?
Like the switch from writing screenplays to writing.
Yeah.
So I still write screenplays, but I started making that switch around like 2019, 2018. That's whenever I was like, okay, let's because I realized like a lot of these movies, these superhero shows like Spider-Man, Superman, you know what I mean? Just to give an easy example, is that a lot of things like The Walking Dead started off from a comic book. That's how it all started. And so that's where I was like, you know what, like, let me start with comic books, build up my fan base, kind of like what I'm doing right now, and then eventually to like the film industry and animations and all that. You know what I mean? Because that's really the goal. That's still the goal, is to make movies, films, TV shows. But I wanted to establish a fan base before I do that, though, which I feel like it would make it a lot easier for me to have that proof of concept, if that makes sense. And that proof of what's the word that I'm looking for? I guess popularity. There's another word. It fell to the back of my mind though. But yeah,
he's still on the battlefield right now.
I'm
He's still on the battlefield. He's going through that temporary PTSD, so he's just kind of getting over it.
Temporary PTSD is crazy.
Oh, brother. Do you find that it's any I guess what you know what these goddamn sirens are busting my ass. Is there any difference between your thought process for writing a screenplay versus writing a video game versus writing a comic? Like, do you have a different approach for writing each one of those things, or
I don't
different
really
ways to
write.
get inspired or driven to write those?
Yeah, so I don't really write video games per se. That was like a long time ago, like, back when I was like a lot younger. But as far as like the screenplays, the comic books, I kind of still use this format, like, starting off with the screenplay, going to sometimes for fun, I'll start with the comic book, but then I'll start rewriting that comic book script as a screenplay to give me a better like look at what I'm writing. What I mean? It's kind of weird, but it helps me make things make sense in my head.
Right.
The one thing that I know about writing a screenplay, one page of a screenplay usually equals around 1 minute, maybe slightly over or slightly under. But that's usually how that goes, though. But comic books is usually like, in a way, frame almost by frame in a way. And there's I have like, what I mean? Like one page of a screenplay can be like maybe about 4 pages for a comic book, if that makes sense, though.
It does.
So yeah. I noticed that when it comes to comic books, I have to slow and pace things a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one thing that I realized whenever it came to writing comic book scripts, though. But yeah, I don't know. It's because sometimes, like, whenever I'm writing out in the comic book script, then I'm like, you know what? Let's start writing it out as a screenplay for fun. I get a better perspective on it, though, and I'm like, you know what I'm doing right here works a lot better. So then I'll like make some edits to the comic book script after I rewrote it in the screenplay. It just kind of helps my perspective, and but yeah.
It just sounds like a different way to do your first, second, and final draft or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like the going from screenplay to. I compare comic books to storyboarding when people are making movies, and I think we might be on the same page mentally. I think it's a lot easier to get people to say yes to creating a live action or animated series or what have you when you have a comic book, because it's literally you lift it off the page, put it on the screen. Like, you have everything broken down literally frame by frame. When you have a comic book to work from. But yeah, Navy, I'm sorry, did you have any?
No, it's fine. I was enjoying the engaging conversation creator and the host of this brilliant platform. Y'all need to check, like, share, and subscribe, okay? Because we get to bring on and creative people like this.
Yes.
So
and back.
So Isaac, I know your journey for writing comics has been probably just as incredible as anything. Do you have a particular hero or character or storyline from mainstream comics that you still connect with and you still vibe with?
Oh, absolutely. Definitely the Avatar. Avatar: The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, just the Avatar in general. So like my main series known as Battle Chi, which I do want to make a note. I actually I rewrote Battle Chi, which is my main series, and it's we're about like halfway done with the rewrite. It's going to be a lot longer, and it's going to be, the story is more fleshed out. Like issue number 1 is way better. But I just wanted to put that out there, though. But definitely the Avatar, like that whole series changed my life. Like, you know what I mean? And the way I kind of like, view a character. And so like, the Chi, which is the main character of my universe, which I'll be releasing by like winter or the end of spring, or sorry, end of fall. But the Chi is the master of an all heightened ability revolving around the 7 chakras, known as Battle Chi. Battle Chi are people that can manipulate the energy within their chakras, and I call their chakras battle chakras. And they're able to exhilarate like a crazy amount of powers and abilities and combinations of powers and abilities. But the Chi and their counter opposite, known as Sin, which is like their main, bad guy, their main villain, are the only 2 Battle Chi in the entire universe that can use the full extent of that power. So that's like a real quick, rundown on Battle Chi and how Avatar has like, influenced me in that way or inspired me in that way. But,
Okay.
but yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. His kill streak has begun, ladies and gentlemen. The kill streak continues.
I
He's on a
joined
mission to
the
make.
game late, so I got marked as soon as I joined the game. So
They didn't deserve you, man. They didn't deserve you. It's all right.
I apologize. I don't know if that brings up your averages or brings them down at all. I apologize if we've.
Oh no, I don't really care. It's a video game.
I'll continue playing Diablo, and then I'll just be happy with that. So,
Where have you found? Because I know there are some creatives that are on here that haven't started writing or stuck trying to get their comics started. Where have you found the best support, or where do you go to find support from the beginning of your journey to now? Like, what do you seek out, or where do you go back to in order to get the support you need?
Like, are you just talking about like a fan base or just like support?
No, is it your mom? Is it a teacher? Is it the dude at the corner store? Is it your swim instructor? A whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, definitely the swim instructor. I want to know how that.
So this is gonna sound really sad. Like, as far as like even in the beginning, I don't really have support. Like, my family supports me. Like, they support what I do, but I don't really seek out like support. Really though, just because it's been tough to like find support in regards to like doing what I do. I pretty much kind of just do things alone. I know it sounds like pretty grim and dark though, but it's just like that's just kind of how it's been. But yeah.
I mean, I doubt that you're alone in that mentality. I know that I'll speak for myself. Just starting this whole thing, I literally was like, all right, I'm just gonna pick up my shit and just get it started, which this is to me infinitely easier than trying to sit down and write on a regular basis. I used to write. I don't think it's in me anymore, but I'm always, I put little things here and there in the world. But I don't think you're alone with the whole I got to get this shit done by myself, and if I don't, it'll never get done. So how do you keep yourself motivated?
So the thing is though, I don't really. So like motivation is cool, but like motivation is like temporary. Like, you know what I mean? So like I can run off of motivation, but sometimes I just have to like run off of pure willpower. Because like you said, like if I don't do it, it's not gonna get done. Like, you know what I mean? So I have to like buckle down and just be like, okay, like I can't rely on me feeling motivated all the time. You know what I mean? I have to just kind of get it done. So that's, I don't know. I think that like consistency and the bigger picture is like what I should strive for, regardless of feeling motivated or not. If that makes sense, but
totally makes sense. Makes sense. Building a routine, starting habits too is like, all right, I know I have to do this on a Wednesday. I have to get this done by, I don't know, 6 p.m. on a Saturday, and making sure that you hit those marks for yourself. It's commendable. A lot of people can't do that shit. I tend to be one of them. I'm a procrastinator. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh no, I get it. I'm a procrastinator too. Like I do that. Like I procrastinate all the time. I'm not gonna lie to you. It happens a lot. But like whenever I'm like, okay, I just need to get it done. Like I'm gonna like lock in and I kind of just focus and I get it done.
And then magically, the time flies by and like 5 seconds. It's like this wasn't supposed to. Wait, if this is this easy, maybe I need to go back and reanalyze something. Something else needs to be done. Maybe. All right. Let me see. Is there? I'm trying to think of something else to bring up. Aside from what is this game? Call of Duty, and Mario Brothers. What else have you been into? Are there any games that are out there right now that you're finding any interest in?
No Man's Sky. So I kind of recently just got back into gaming a little bit. I'm excited about the new Battlefield. I did play a good amount of No Man's Sky. I think No Man's Sky is a lot of fun.
Okay.
I am excited for this new Battlefield that's coming out. I guess I've always like loved like first person shooters. So like back in the day, like before I got into the whole like comic book TikTok, I was a YouTuber and a streamer in regards to like gaming. So like I built up a fan base and all of that. That used to be my identity. I think it's funny though because I have people like come around out of nowhere. They'd be like, "Hey, aren't you so and so?" Like that. I tried to bury that identity. Like, you know what I mean? Because I'm just like, y'all shouldn't even. Why? Why are y'all still here? It's cool though, but it's like, that's pretty much what I used to do. I used to be a streamer, YouTuber. I used to make content like daily on Call of Duty, I'm a huge fan of Mortal Kombat, huge fan of Injustice. I love fighting games. So I'm in the FGC as well. So it's like, but yeah, like
I would never have guessed. Yet the concentration on this man's face right now is unreal, sir.
All right, let me get into this comic with you. Speaking of Battle Try, even though you are re-editing it, are you cool with us showing what you've done previously? Okay, cool.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I could probably give you a link if to where you can see some of the new stuff that we've added as well, but like
hell yeah.
Okay.
If you don't mind, I'm going to still show the old version, just so we have something to compare it to. Ladies and gentlemen, that is.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I'll just give you like a. Can I send it to you on Instagram or would that work?
Yeah.
This cover right here, this page right here gives me JoJo's Bizarre Adventures vibe right here.
I know. Pose.
Here's me. Here's my stand. Oh.
And my avatar. You good?
Yeah, I think I'm good. Hold on.
Okay,
One second.
Let me see.
Is this static gun?
Say that one more time.
Is there static?
No.
No.
Is there static?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to see if I can there at the last minute. I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry, dude. It's not. Listen, look, it's live. It's not like we don't have these issues. Shit. At least the stream didn't crap out. That's happened. That's been fun. But not tonight. I'm just gonna go through a couple of the pages so people can see the art while you're looking for that.
Yeah.
Let me see. Where are you, Bubba? All right. So we have this is the cover here. Ooh, we're not gonna. Good Lord, we're gonna do this because apparently using my mouse is not a good idea. Okay, wait a second. Who's in here? Oh, hi, Navy. What happened?
I hate technology. I don't even know what happened.
I was talking shit.
What the deuce? Okay, what the flaming deuce? Bruh.
I was apparently talking too much shit. So this is obviously chapter 1. Take a look at some of the art here. Like the first couple of pages of the comic.
Phenomenal.
There's no word. It's literally let's get to it. You got the city in the background. You got the him versus her type energy. The colors. Also, I love a cattail.
Right?
Let me move my Mandalorian helmet out the way. Pardon me.
Okay. There we go.
You got it?
Okay. Yeah. So I can't talk about this though. So like this opening scene is gonna stay the same in the new version. So that doesn't change.
Okay.
So that that will stay the same. The only thing I'm kind of doing is I'm gonna like let people know like who's Chi and who's Sin in the opening thing though, because the feedback that I was getting was more people just didn't really understand it because there was no dialogue. But like the whole thing, that was kind of the point. I was trying to like show, not exactly tell you, but then later on you get the information a lot later on. But for the sake of just kind of like, helping people out and helping the reader out just a little bit more, I was like, I'll just go ahead and I'll just like kind of like mark like a character in a video game, like you're online, you have like the name tag over you or under you. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do just for like that first panel on the first page where you see the Chi and Sin staring down each other for the first time, just so people have a understanding. That's just the one thing I'm changing for that though. Yeah.
Okay.
That'll definitely help because like I definitely was looking at it and was like, okay, wait, who am I rooting for in this particular situation?
Yeah.
I like both of them, to be quite honest with you. But if I'm supposed to be rooting for one over the other, low key, I'm rooting for old girl in the pink every time because she seemed like super badass. I'm not gonna hold you.
He is pretty badass, yeah. But yeah, that's the past incarnation of Sin though. So like what Battle Chi is about. Battle Chi is about a universal legend known as the Chi. They have been reincarnating alongside their counter opposite known as Sin, and they've been fighting in every single lifetime due to this altercation that they had in their very first past life. But now they're here on Earth, and that cycle is about the recycle, and the universe needs the Chi to break this curse. And so that's like a little like rundown of what Battle Chi is about. But like the main inspirations behind it was like Avatar: The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra, Star Wars, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, that kind of stuff though. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am like, it pulled me in. Whenever I'm looking for I guess new creator comics to look at, I definitely need that pull me in factor. Like even if the art isn't Marvel level or whoever you want to compare them against, if you have a story that makes me want to keep turning the page, you got me. The art, like off rip, looks are everything. That 100% pulled me in to start with, but you got to definitely have more than just pretty looks about you. I need brains involved in my comics.
Yeah, you need a story. Like every character needs to have a reason why they're doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? Even the villains as well. Just it kind of adds more of that relatability or that emotional understanding of like why they're doing it, or it's just like, okay, no, this person is like a terrible person kind of thing. I don't know, but you know what I mean? Because you do have those characters that you can't exactly relate to, but they're not terrible characters though, but they're like essentially bad people, not the actor per se. You get what I'm saying. I know what you mean.
Right. Yeah. Do you write your comics for your villains? I find like if you've got a really good villain, it tends to make the story easier to write if you know, I guess, how bad they're going to be or what their next motivation is going to be. Do you ever ever focus on what your villain is going to do before your protagonist is going to do?
That's actually a good question. That's a question I've actually never been asked for, and it's a really good question. I usually have a genuine like a pretty good idea of what like I think it's I don't know. I don't know. I actually don't know how to answer that question.
She stumped him, ladies and gentlemen. She stumped him.
Thank you. Sorry.
No, you're good. Like, I'm sorry.
No, I didn't. No,
good, man. No, you good.
Not. I stumped myself just now too. It's not. It's just a tactic. It's just a tactic that I think about for characters that I'm reading about, and I'm like, all right, is there a common thread amongst all of these characters that I enjoy, amongst all these books that I enjoy? But food for thought. I mean, I don't know.
maybe I didn't really understand the question very well. That was about it. So,
okay. All right. So when you are laying out your story,
Okay.
I'll form it in a different way. When you're laying out your story, do you find yourself using your villain's motives in order to progress the story versus your hero, how your hero is going to overcome the villain?
Uh,
I see what she's asking. Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. So I guess I kind of like break down kind of like pretty much what I do. I usually get a good idea of what their motives are. Like as I start, writing it, it might take me a bit, you know what I mean, to kind of like, understand like, okay, like why, what's going to motivate them or whatever though. But it's kind of like, I'm trying to think about the best way I want, because I understand the question. I'm just trying to figure out how to answer it while like diving, into how I kind of like, create these characters and these dynamics between them and things like that. But usually, I want to say it's pretty mutual on both sides, if that makes sense. So it's like, I'm writing the character, like for example, like Derek. I guess I'll talk about Derek Edmond, which is the main character. He's the main. He's Chi. He's the embodiment of Chi, literally, and the master of battle Chi. So Derek doesn't really like, in the very beginning, like he's just a normal dude. He doesn't really know who he is. He doesn't really have that motivation to be a superhero or anything. But circumstances and things like that kind of happen that unfortunately progress a story to where he has to be that person. You know what I mean? And I guess like conflicts kind of cause conflicts. I'm not sure if I'm explaining myself correctly though. But essentially it's kind of just like mutual. I kind of just like, I don't know. I kind of just know. I don't know. You
keep it balanced. Like it's a conversation between each character. Like it
feels like a natural balance. So
Yeah.
one is not more powerful or even more interesting than the other. You still keep them interesting, but you have them on a balanced level. So that way the reader can jump between the two, still feel an affinity for one, but you're still interested to see what the other one's going to do.
Yeah.
Okay. I did not mean to make that more difficult.
This is my very first podcast too. So.
Oh God! Well, shit.
Oh my gosh! Yay!
Yay! Very poppin'! Woo!
You're gonna have more to come because you created Battle Chi. You have more to come.
I definitely. Oh gosh, I don't want to give away anything. Like, I don't know. I want to show. I won't show past this point because there is a twist.
Good.
That happens.
Oh, we can show this one because this version is way different than the one that's about to come.
Oh, okay, good. Look, all right. So look, all right, cool. That's all you had to say.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm curious to see. Oh, did you send me the link for
I did. It's the drive. Yeah.
Okay.
And it has like some of the newer pages and all that in there.
Let me see if I can get to it. But did you send it in Instagram or on
your email?
Email. Okay. Donde está? Where are you? How for why? Do you know? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can download this. Oh, it's saying that I don't have access. All right. Nope, that's because I'm signed in as somebody else. I'm sorry, you guys, but in the meantime, while I'm figuring this stuff out,
that is. Oh my gosh! I just read that. Yo, that's a pickup line you don't ever want to see.
So you want to know? So I will say that pickup line is out of the new version, but that's actually a real thing. I wrote this a long time ago.
Oh my!
You're just seeing that? Oh my gosh!
So when I wrote this a long time ago, I was single, I was lonely, and I went on Tinder. And Avatar: The Last Airbender was popping. It started it got trendy. Like I mean I've watched it ever since I was a kid, but like it got to a point where it was trendy for a bit. So since all these people were getting into Avatar and all of that, and it was trendy, I thought I'd make an Avatar joke, like, you know what I mean, to you know what I'm saying. So
You gotta make sure they're on the same level as you. I understand.
yeah. So
You
I
have to
was
tell
saying,
me I
you know
understand
what?
fully.
Yeah, and you know what? It worked. Like, you know what I mean? I had, yeah, like it worked. The pickup line worked, but sometimes I got blocked a few times because people didn't really understand it. But hey, it worked. Like, it worked.
Appreciate
It
the
worked.
effort though. Yeah. So
Yeah.
now people on here on the podcast going to sit there going, let me try that.
Let me see
No,
if I can.
try to
Let me see if I
compare-
can work that out a little bit.
that pickup line does not work anymore at all. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Based off of the movie that came out, that he burnt that whole house down. Unfortunately. You know what, Isaac, I apologize. For whatever reason, the link is not letting me in. It keeps signing me in under something else, and I can't figure it out. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through this comic real quick.
Yeah.
Derek is at this club. He's got his airbender pickup line, and it works. It works fairly well. Gets to know this young gentleman right over here. If you can see, he's very sweet, very, easy to listen to, easy to talk to. And then we get the kisses. Okay. And it's like, oh, I'm going to see you another time. Maybe. Yeah, for sure. And then suddenly,
brown chicken, brown cow, ladies and gentlemen.
no, not quite. He got up in him, but not in the way that he wanted him to. So,
wow.
Gets chased down an alley, pops up out of nowhere from behind him, pops up in front of him, and then he gets gurked, but bad. Turns out this gentleman had secret powers, or, well, it's not really secret. He has these type of powers. Kind of murks old boy, brings him to another dimension, lets him know that he's kind of dead, kind of a little bit, just a little dead. Yeah. And he's in purgatory, with the I guess you call him the Avatar of Death, if you will.
So I would say, Ming is like essentially the Grim Reaper, just disguised as a human, but he disguises in a human that like Derek would fancy in order for him to kind of like, you know what I mean. He comes in a friendly face. He's death, but death comes in a friendly face, if that makes sense. In a face that would be kind of comfortable for Derek, I guess, if that makes any kind of sense though. But yeah.
He's got to go a little gentle into that good night.
Yeah.
So that is, I'm not spoiling everything because apparently it's going to be updated.
Oh yeah. Ming is there. Ming's in the newer one. It's just like I will say that instead of like just starting at the bar in the new version, we actually get Derek to the club, so it doesn't start there. Also, Derek is a college student now. That's one change that I made as well.
Oh,
I like it.
Yeah, and and he has his best friend, which is also based off of another best friend that I have. And it's interesting. And I feel like Derek is like, because Derek essentially is kind of a self-insert. So it's Derek is now more accurately a bit more like me, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like when I was writing the Battle Chi originally, it was kind of during a period where it was kind of a weird period though. Like, it was weird. It was weird though. But like, I mean, yeah, Derek's always been kind of like this self-insert though. Yeah, there's I could go on and off. I can go on and on about it though. But yeah, sorry.
Do you know how long the series is going to go on for? Do you want it to be an ongoing series? Do you have an ending for it?
Yeah, so there is an ending for it. So like Battle Chi, so it's going to be 3 issues per volume. But these issues are going to be pretty long. They're like 45 to maybe like 50 to 60 pages per issue. Like they're going to be pretty thick. So I'm going to do about 5 volumes, and that's where it's going. That after the 5th volume, then we jump into something else because like this is in a whole universe though. So after the 5th volume, that's where we're gonna jump into like I can't say like it's a superhero story because it's I have a lot of series in my universe, but it's like like I have my versions of the Avengers or like the Justice League, whatever. You do meet them in Battle Chi. You will meet them in Battle Chi because Battle Chi and the Battle Chi, the new Battle Chi that I'm releasing, it's going to take place. It's not going to take place in 2020. It's going to take place actually in 2035, and you actually get a chance to see the world where it's more fleshed out. You know what I mean? So you will see some of these characters from others, like the Black Fist. You'll see his kids. Which spoiler, I will say this: so a lot of people don't know that the Black Fist is actually a fictional version of my father. So I gotta exist, right? You know what I mean? My brother and my sister's gotta exist. So like, you'll see us. You will see the Black Fist as well. You know what I mean? So the Black Fist will be there. Like a lot of these characters that you'll see like throughout like my series, they will meet each other. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be interesting. So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Okay, I'm liking it. I'm into it. Are we gonna see? So I read the 2nd issue as well. Are those characters those are the characters that are staying around, or are they gonna be changed too?
Yeah, so like Meej, Lyran, Sora, they're all gonna be there.
Okay, cool. Same personalities?
Their personalities are going to be pretty much the same.
Okay.
Their personalities are pretty much the same. They're just a bit more polished. Like I polished up Sora. Sora is the main one I really wanted to polish because like Sora is kind of like this straight on, like you know what I mean. Like he's all about the mission. You know what I mean. Meej is like my comedy relief. He was inspired by Sokka or Bolin from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and like Lyran is kind of like that. Like Lyran, which is like Sora's mate, Sora's girlfriend, you know what I mean, or wifey. She's determined and she's like a warrior, which is perfect for Sora though, because like you know what I mean, because Sora's like he's all about the mission, you know what I mean, and then Lyran, she wants blood, like you know what I mean, like she's a warrior, she's born to be a warrior though, so. I'm actually gonna hop off the game here so I can focus on all of this stuff. But it's essentially going to be the same personalities.
Okay, good. Because I do like them. Polish is fine. Don't change them though.
That part.
All right, let's go over to the meat and potatoes of the show today. Black Fist. Black Fist is very direct, and I fucking appreciate that so much. Can you tell the audience about this series?
Yeah, so I guess I'll start about like what it's about though. So this first arc that's going to be from issue 1 through 10. It's about Earth's first superhero that unfortunately piques the interest of a KKK Grand Wizard that fears that he's a danger to the world and to his community. Some unfortunate events do take place to where that Grand Wizard is unfortunately granted an ability to rival the power of the Black Fist, and is able to share those abilities and powers with the rest of his clan, causing an absolute catastrophic event within America. But we start the series within the 1950s, where Isaac is a foster child that unfortunately faces racial discrimination for the first time, that unveils an astonishing revelation about himself that changes the whole trajectory of his life, family, and enemies. And then eventually it flows within the 1960s, 1968 to be exact. So just a few years after segregation was abolished. That's like a quick little rundown.
Now, did you pull the scenarios from your mind? Did you get any of the scenarios in this book from stories that you were told? How did you? Because this, like I said, this gets very on point with what more than likely happened during those times.
Yeah. So essentially, I got bored at work.
What?
I got bored at work, and I was working on Battle Chief, but I was like, I really want to add another character, because I love Man of Steel, and it kind of did in my childhood as well. So like me and my little brother, we used to pretend like we were Super Isaac and Super JJ as a kid, and pretty much. My brother would have these vivid dreams that would happen in episodes, and he would write these dreams down. And so years later, he still as an adult, he's still having these dreams. And I decided to adapt some of his lore and add it to my universe, but create a story and create a character behind these powers and things like that, if that makes sense. And I decided to use my dad with also being inspired by Man of Steel, and things like that though. But yeah, there's some, so like a lot of the lore is like a combination of my lore and my brother's lore when it comes to the realm of the Black Fist, if that makes sense. So
that is inspiring. Honestly, for me, this is something that I've been wanting to see in my comics for a long time. It's like you were saying earlier, I want to use the word polished. It feels like it's a lot more polished than some of the other comics that I've seen try to approach this type of topic in the past, where the Black character overcomes. There's not really too much tongue-in-cheek when it comes from the protagonist itself. Yeah, there might be a few characters that make light of particular situations, but when you get into the details of it, the specifics of it, is we're pulling no punches, no pun intended.
Oh yeah. I love the directness, and like I was like, you know what, let me put the setting into the 1960s, because I was like, I love Man of Steel, but like let me do something a little different. And like essentially the idea is like, what if Lex Luthor was racist as hell and his Superman was black, kind of thing. Essentially, he kind of is racist, if that, Lex Luthor is already technically kind of racist though, but because he doesn't like aliens. But
no, because if you want to be correct about it, it's the human race versus an alien race. So Lex is type is racist. It is what it is. Luckily, Superman's skin is not melanated. Otherwise, I don't know how far this comic would have gotten. Out of the 1950s was the first Superman comic. I think it was the first Superman.
In the 1940s. I could be wrong though. It might be earlier than that.
I want to say that something's telling me to say the 20s or the 30s, but that feels like that's way too early. In any event, we all know how certain people feel about things when you bring race into the forte, which you've had a lot of experience with based on your Instagram posts. You know exactly what I'm talking about. If anybody wants to understand what I am talking about, please head on over to Battle Cheat Comics Instagram. He's very specific and pointed when he's talking to the people that don't necessarily like the topic and tone of this particular comic. I love it. I don't know what their problem is. I couldn't begin to tell you what they would be so upset about in this particular comic that's dealing with racism. Yeah. And having the black person win. I love to see it. Let me see. Let me go back to Breakfast. There we go. So you are oh my God, wait. I'm just looking at this first page. I didn't realize that Mom Dukes had a whole fucking strap. She had a whole strap.
She had the whole belt. She was ready.
This all right, so Isaac and Jeremiah's mom absolutely reminds me of black mom. Like, what type of fuck shit you about to be on? I'm not in the mood. Don't fuck with me. I'm gonna protect my home, and I'm gonna keep my shit in order. That is what stuck out for me. And then the loving side as well. She loves as fiercely, clearly, as she does to protect her home, her family, and her way of life. Especially in the 1950s, it feels like that's something that you really need to put your foot down on back then. Can you talk to me about Mom? I guess. Do we have? Wait, let me go back. I forgot what her name is. I am so sorry. Charmaine. I'm so sorry.
Charmaine.
Yes. Who who inspired you to create Charmaine?
Oh, okay, so it's actually this. What's her name? I forgot her name, and it's going to like make me mad. I know Larry. You know who Country Wayne is? You ever heard of Country Wayne?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Larry was inspired by Country Wayne. Country Wayne has done videos with her. Was it Diana? I forgot her name. She's like a black woman with short hair. She makes like skits and like these funny videos. But both like Country Wayne and her was like the biggest inspiration whenever it came to creating them, which I also kind of based their looks off of them, just because like I enjoy like watching their content. Their content would just like make me laugh.
You know what? I got the same brain fart that you do. Now I got to look it up.
Yeah.
But I know exactly who you're talking about, and no, that's spot on. What I know that you started off with issue 1. What made you decide to go back and create this issue? Because this is a prequel, right?
Yeah, so I actually started off. I wrote the prequel before I wrote issue number 1. Yeah, because so like essentially, so whenever I wrote the Black Fist, I wrote it as a screenplay. You know what I mean? And so Black Fist Beginnings, which I will say sometime down the line it is going to get redone by the current artist of the Black Fist. But like I started off with Black Fist Beginnings, first, just because like that's just how it kind of starts. But in the newer version, it's going to be the same, but I'm going to add something that you're going to see within issue number 4 anyways, though, but to kind of make things make a bit more sense. But issue number 4 kind of explains that. I don't want to spoil that yet.
No, don't do it.
Yeah.
This was the page that made me go, okay, this is based in reality. Like, this isn't somebody white writing for black characters. This is what happens with kids of any race. You understand what I mean? Like, it's not something that needs to be more digestible to any readers. You are your brother's keeper. You about to do some fuck shit that you ain't supposed to do, and now your little brother is like, but mommy said no, mommy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? And then your brother does something that he's thoroughly not supposed to do. So you got him checkmate. That I loved this scene here. Brother, of course, in the midst of them just trying to be normal kids, crossing the railroad tracks when their mama told them not to cross the goddamn railroad tracks.
Yep.
Then you have the disruption of peace.
Yep.
Even though they're in the middle of doing some shit they're not supposed to do. This chapped my ass. Something fierce. Especially after watching Peacemaker. It brought back like watching Peacemaker, seeing this and then watching Peacemaker. This made me visualize it within that show. Like, this it makes me feel like I don't know where. I know you didn't see the episode. I'm trying not to spoil it. This made me feel like this could be a part of that episode. Yeah, these little kids is on some fuck shit. Where are their parents? Where's everybody's parents? Like, I know where Jeremiah and Isaac's parents are. However, where are your mommy and daddy? Why are y'all going in the complete opposite direction of where you need to be going clearly, which is to school? These two getting into a fight. Isaac, for sure, about to get into some shit, and then the realization, the fuck around and find out portion happens very soon for these kids. Let me see if I didn't mess up at all. Okay, good. Action Comics. Everybody's talking about the Superman things. Yes, 1938 was Superman's first appearance. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. You know I need you out there in the comments because I can only touch but so many things at a time and multitask. I appreciate you. And the redheaded boy does look like Archie. Is that did you draw anything from or getting inspiration from any other comics or like?
No, for those kids, it's kind of funny. I actually didn't really give like a reference for those kids to the artist. I kind of just explained it to them, and I was like, you can get creative. And I honestly, I think it came out fucking hilarious. Like, you know what I mean? Because like, I don't know, like K-Ro, he's the current artist with Battle Chi. Like K-Ro's a dog, so it's just like it's just like I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain though, but like, yeah, he kind of just like, yeah, this is how I imagine it. So, I just told him, yeah, just 3 bullies, you know what I mean? And he kind of he did it right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, 3, white kids that are bullies, and you got like the tall skinny guy, you got the short stubby ginger, and then you got obviously there was going to be a little kid which is Blake, Blake is actually a huge part of the story. Blake, which is Randy's son. He's like a huge character and a very prominent character within the Blackface. Very important. So yeah, it gets a little crazy.
I'm gonna get the rest of these issues. This book is really fucking good, dude. Yeah. It's really good. Shout out to your artist too. This shit is clean, my guy. Yeah. It's really clean. I find that a lot of people, or whenever the writers of the comics find their artists, it's gold. Whenever y'all find each other out in the world and y'all come together and it's a like-mindedness, like you don't even have to talk. Yeah. Y'all make gold. How'd you find this artist?
So I found K-Ro over Facebook groups.
Not Facebook.
I mean, yeah, you can find artists, like there's like groups where you find like if you're looking for an artist, I kind of just search for artists like looking for commissions, and I'll join these groups, and I posted like an example of like what I'm looking for. And I got a lot of submissions. Like I got like a lot of submissions, and K-Ro came up, and I was like, I want you, and so like, yeah, we started working, and that was like back in 2019, 2018. So
how do you put out feelers for that? Like, what's your criteria when you're looking for an artist to work with? Like, what do you have to give people in order to get close to what you're looking for?
Money. But essentially, like, I kind of just like, I look through like specific things and the way characters look in their designs. I'm like, I think I could work with this. And although like K-Ro did an amazing job on Black Fist Beginnings, I decided to make some swaps. So I have another series known as Shockster, which I'm refurbishing at the moment before I put it back up on the market. So I got bored one day. Me and my friends are on a call. My friend Josh, aka Cabal, one of my best friends, and he's the co-owner of the company. Pretty much, he came up with this character back when he was in middle school, and it was called Shockster. And I was like, Josh, like, do you have like a random idea that I could just like put together and kind of like put my own spin on it. And I just want to see how fast I can write an issue. I can write a script, find an artist, and get it done. And I did all of that. So I wrote the very first draft, which I did make changes way later on Shockster. But I wrote the first draft. I found an artist. I found the dude named Ricardo, which is the current artist of the Black Fist now, from issue number 1 to 3 and moving forward. I met Ricardo, and Ricardo killed Shockster. He killed it. I was like, damn. I was like, dude, this is crazy. This is crazy. So he did something in issue number 2 of Shockster that made me swap artists around, and I think it was the best decision. K-Ro's a really good artist, but K-Ro is doing really well in Battle Cheat, in my personal opinion. I feel like that's more of his jam. But
please tell him that he's, keep doing what he's doing. It's really good. What it reminds me of? It reminds me of Archer. A little bit of that art style. If you ever watch that animated show.
No, I don't think I've seen it. No.
Dude, you gotta watch. I think you'd enjoy it. But did I ask you to talk about? Yes, I did. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I was going to say, did I ask you to go over the details of Black Fist? Yes, 100%. That's how we started. That's how we got here. Apologies. I just want to make sure, because the story is really, really good. Is there a particular moment in this first issue that you really enjoy?
I definitely I love it whenever we meet the main villain for the very first time. Like, you know what I mean? And this is not everyone recognizes this though, but yeah, you meet the main villain of the first arc within this issue right there.
Yep.
Officer Randy Sanders. You know what I mean? You might not think he's going to be the main villain, but I mean, essentially, yeah, he is. So you get to meet him for the very first time, and you kind of get to see a bit of his development throughout the series and how he gets to the point where he becomes someone much worse, which is kind of crazy because everything that's happening in the world. When I wrote the first draft of this, January 6th happened, and there's something that happened within issue number 3 that is kind of similar to January 6th on a scale that I hope that God would never happen. But
brother.
But
bro, listen, look, I think your comic is right on time. Right on time.
I wish it wasn't, to be honest with you. I'll be real.
Dude.
I kind of wish it wasn't, because it's just, I don't know, all this, everything going, you feel me though, right? Like,
1,000%. I'm like, wait. Part of me is like, could you stop writing for like, stop writing for like a year? Like, I need a break. I need a little bit of time off. But this is definitely needed because it does inspire a lot of, at least in me, a lot of don't take that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we need that right now. I think people, personally, I find people are a little bit too leaning back away from what is going on. And I get it, but I think there's going to be a time where we definitely have to put our foot down. Maybe not necessarily pick up a bottle, though I encourage it. But definitely want to get people into that mindset of you have to find a line. You got to find a line. You got to stand on business. And this comic does that for me. So thank you very much for writing it. Is there anything else that you want to tell the folks out there? Anything that you're working on currently? Or to look forward to, or due dates, or release dates for any of your next issues?
I can't give any release dates, mainly just because as an indie creator, it's really hard to give like release dates. But I can say that like we're working on issue number 4 right now. Issue number 2 and 3 is out, but everything is practically sold out at the moment.
It is.
Which is a good thing. It's not a bad
thing. It is.
So I got Battle Cheat issue number 1 being worked on. As soon as we finish up issue number 1 of Battle Cheat, we'll start working on the second chapter. And issue number 4 and 5, like 5 is episode 4. I will say issue number 4 is a huge lore drop you get a better understanding of where like Isaac comes from, why things are like happening the way they are, and you get a bit more of like background of like. You also get to see a new ability that I kind of show you. I don't exactly tell you just yet, but you will get more confirmation within issue number 5. But because of this ability, you get to see like a lot of like the lore behind the Blackfish, where he comes from, like just everything. And it's nothing like when it comes to his abilities and how he got those abilities and all that. It's not like a Krypton story. I will say that it's not like Krypton. It's not no Viltrumite or anything like that. It's
no conquest.
It's a concept that hasn't really ever been done before. So that's all I'm gonna say. It's very, very, very different. And I think people are really gonna like it. I have done it like on TikTok. Like I've talked about the lore, and people were like, "Holy shit!" But like, I kind of did it, just because. I'll tell you guys a little bit about. I did this in the past. I don't think anybody remembers anymore, but yeah, it's different. It's way different. Issue number 4 is gonna be insane. I think it's gonna be great. So.
Okay. I was already invested, but now I'm extra fucking curious about what's going to happen next.
Super invested.
Oh yeah, and then issue number 5. Issue number 5 is great just because I'm not going to spoil anything though, but I would say that issue number 5 is like, you're focused on, or is it issue number 5? It might actually be in issue number 4. I kind of wrote issue number 4 a little weird. Like I have it in pieces for the artist. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to remember, is this in issue number 5? Or am I tripping? Okay, I'll take that back. I'm sorry. No, okay, I remember. So yeah, issue number 4, there's something that like, you get to focus on Isaac, but you also get to also focus on Randy. And just seeing how Randy has changed after something, after this thing that's happened to him. I can't spoil it. It gets crazy. It's
Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah,
I know, because I know part of you was like, I really want to tell y'all what's going on, but I also gotta keep it quiet. All right, let me definitely keep us in the loop.
Yes.
Please let me know when you're gonna have your next issues out, so I can help promote. By all means. Also, one last thing before you go, I heard that you are a part of Blerd Station now. Is that true?
Yeah, that's something I actually haven't really talked about much. I'm not sure if I am supposed to talk about it, but like, no, I didn't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Too late. We already know. Too late.
But yeah. So I'm with Blerd Station. So like, I'm hoping that like, if things like fully go through, then I'll actually have a show possibly. And that would be
are we okay? Wait, are we talking? So I don't want to get you in trouble either, but I know that you have a little bit of an animated series going on for Blackfish.
I have an animated clip.
Yes.
Are we allowed to show it in the stream or?
I can figure it out. Give me a second. Let me see what I can do. But
it's on my YouTube as well. So.
Oh well, shit. Say that. Let me make that smaller. Battle Cheat, yeah.
Yeah, one word.
Comics. Bob. What made you join? Oh, you know what's going to happen to me if I do this? It's going to give me a friggin' ad. I am almost 1,000% certain. But what made you?
My YouTube.
Well, I mean, I don't either. I just have to switch to a different.
No, I pay for my YouTube.
Oh,
I can't do ads. I can't.
I can't either. I've found a way to anyway circumvent that whole situation. All right, let me see if I can get this together. Woo, go back. Start over. It won't. Come on, bruh. All right, there we go. Let's share this tab instead. Go to this tab instead, please. Thank you. Share this tab instead. There we go. Bob's your uncle. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to show this quick animated clip from Black Fist. I'm going to make it large. Woo! Boop. And boop. Whoa. I mean, that's good too.
Straight and to the point, ladies and gentlemen.
That is good. That's
Yeah.
I'm inspired.
I think it's funny how like they're like especially mostly on my TikTok I'll get people who will come across me or come across the animation and like because they don't know the context of what's going on, they immediately like to be like, oh, this is just this is just violence. I don't know, like you know what I mean? Like they're not allowed to practice like whatever's from the practice in peace, but they don't know that like in this scene, and these are things that happen, and unfortunately, still happens today. Innocent black women were being lynched. You know what I mean? So like, this is the thing. So superheroes, we've seen superheroes like save people from planes and boats and etc., trains, etc., etc. And, that's cool. My character would do that though, because he's Earth's first superhero. But I wanted to show like the dark and the grittiness within like the times. Like you know what I mean? Like this is some real shit. So I was like, you know what? Let me put my hero in a situation and show him how he would have handled a situation where innocent black women are unfortunately about to be lynched. He's going to, you know what I mean? He's going to kick some.
You gotta,
like,
yeah.
Like,
you gotta put it. You gotta put a couple, hands through chests. Whoops.
Yeah. And like, he doesn't kill anybody in this scene. A lot of people think that he's killing. No,
he beat the hoo-ha out of them. That's what he did.
Yeah. So like. And that's justified, you know what I mean? But like,
I mean, please, it's a little more justified than lynching somebody. I would venture to fucking guess. Yeah.
And it's really weird I think it's funny because like the way the Black Fist is written, it's in a way it is exposing people in real time. But like again, he's Earth's first superhero, but he happens to be black. And so, in a way, it kind of like is a reflection of ourselves, of us melanated people as well, and how the world views us when we're not the bad guy. If that makes sense. So, like, essentially, like he's in the 1960s. He's Earth's first superhero, but even though he's a superhero, he's still black. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
he's still gonna run up against all those issues that a normal everyday black person is gonna go up against, which again is refreshing for writing.
Yeah. And so it's kind of like at the same time, I think it's funny because in real time it exposes people. So when people see, because like you have like, I mean, Peacemaker is one of them though, but you have many other series that like have these fights against racism per se, you know what I mean? Like or Captain America fighting Yahtzees, for example. But the second whenever it's a black superhero, that's when people like draw the line, and I find that really weird. It's like
agreed.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny just like exposing these people that seemingly are progressive, but really deep down rooted in their blood, they're really just racist. And they don't recognize that, and I think it's funny on how my series is exposing these people. So like whenever I make these videos, I'll be like, "Haha, what's up, racist?" You know what I mean? I'm pointing out like, yeah, you're racist. You just don't know, like you know what I mean. So
are you? Yes. Yeah. Did you? Or did? Are you part of?
Yeah.
Which leads into the whole. I mean, I don't know. This is not a spoiler, I promise. Which leads into the whole Peacemaker thing. That exact statement is the whole fucking thing with what's going on with Peacemaker right now. Even in the last season.
I gotta talk to James Gunn. I feel like me and James Gunn could get along.
I have a feeling.
I'm still giggling off of that one scene.
I feel like
black.
I gotta. You know what? I might have to hit up James Gunn and be like, "Hey, James Gunn, You know?
If you need any help, if you need any screenwriters on your staff, by all means, I'm with the shit, sir. With
Big
the
time.
shit heavy.
I
think,
gotta watch Creature Commandos. I gotta watch
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
what?
No, I want to. So this is the thing. There's a reason why I haven't seen Peacemaker or Creature Commandos or anything, and a part of it is I'm not mad at James Gunn or anything. I'm kind of mad at Warner Brothers. So
Oh, yes.
yeah, like because like, all right, so I'm like I like James Gunn. I've seen the new Superman movie. I thought it was great. But I'm also a huge Zack Snyder fan, and I wasn't a fan of how Warner Brothers treated Zack Snyder, especially after Zack Snyder's daughter died. Like, you know what I mean? And so my brother and I, I've met Zack Snyder. He's a cool dude. I have a picture with him on my accounts and things like that. He's a great dude. Dude's amazing. And where am I going with this though? And there's just a lot of things that kind of happened behind the scenes at that time. So I was kind of like in a boycott with my brother, but I'm like, things gonna pass down. I'm like, I'm kind of just done with this boycott. You know what I mean? I'm just like, it is what it is. It's nothing against James Gunn or anything. It's more toward like how Warner Brothers treated Zack on set and how they treated some of the other people like Gal Gadot and the sexualization between Gal Gadot and what's the Flash's name?
You talking about
Ezra Miller.
Yeah. Huh?
There was a whole bunch of things like there was just a whole bunch of like weird stuff, especially with Whedon, with Joss Whedon on set, things like that. There was just like the disrespect was like I just couldn't stand for it. That's the reason why I kind of stopped watching a lot of like Warner Brothers stuff for a minute.
Well, I will say this. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a James Gunn fan. Like it's not to the point. You know what? I will say I'm an accidental James Gunn fan. I got wrapped up into Guardians of the Galaxy. Then I realized how many other movies he actually made that I was actually a fan of and didn't know. But for me, James is very much turning the tide when it comes to the way staff and cast are treated on set. Mm-hmm. I think he is very aware of how to get his point across. With certain things going on in the world today, he may not be quite as... He may not say it directly from his mouth, but what he's putting out in the form of art is very indicative of what he actually means.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to root for James until he gives me a reason not to.
I will say it is. I think what he's doing is great, especially like him growing up. Like he grew up, in a conservative family. You know what I mean? So, it's really interesting. Seeing him kind of like realizing and showing how he truly feels about shit, like with his art. You know what I mean? Because I grew up unfortunately in a conservative family as well. So it was like
it's tough out here for y'all. I'm not gonna hold you.
Especially being queer as well. It's like, oh god, it can be a struggle. So
it is. Well, on that note, I am gonna say I can't wait to see the rest of your comics.
Yes.
I really need you to sit down and watch Peacemaker. I think you will enjoy it thoroughly. Give James
Commandos, fire.
Creature Commandos for sure. Give James a chance, and I think because I don't want to spoil you on anything else, because I think we're going to talk about Demon Slayer some more for like 2 or 3 seconds. I don't know. Are we talking about Demon Slayer tonight? Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's right. Yeah, I haven't seen the movie.
Yes, you haven't seen it. We don't want your experience to be spoiled.
Yeah,
I've seen it twice.
Same. It's so good.
It's worth it.
So good.
It's worth it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. Yeah, I got Shockster, which is going to be coming out. Issue number 1, 2, and 3 are going to be coming out re-coming out again. I'm just refurbishing them, just like the dialogue and getting the cover art for issue number 3, and that's all I really need. And I've already finished writing issue number 4 and 5. So Shockster's underrated. That's my speedster, and she's a lot more than a speedster though. But that's like the ability that people are going to know her by. But Shockster's interesting. And then I got New Tokyo Ninja. We're working on issue number 2, New Tokyo Ninja as well. So then I got other comics and other stories, original characters that are going to come eventually later down the line. But 2026 is gonna be a interesting year for like releases and things like that though. So
2026?
Yeah, 2026 is gonna be like an interesting release for a lot of these series.
Okay. Let me ask you, your socials on everything is Battle Chi Comics?
Yeah, so for Instagram it's Battle Chi Comics. For TikTok it's just Battle Chi. For YouTube it's Battle Chi Comics. And
I've already subscribed.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I do plan on giving YouTube, like I'm doing with Instagram right now, the TikTok treatment. So eventually it's going to be like content daily on, instead of not just like on 2, you're going to get content on all 3, like short content. But you get my long form content on YouTube. Sorry, I know I'm yapping. I yap a lot.
No. People need to know. I mean, if this is your first podcast, then this is the place to tell them all the things that they need to know about you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Do not feel no type of way about it. On that note, I will let you go. I will bid you a good night. Everybody out there, please, by all means, go and support Isaac. Lee Edwards. Go and support Isaac on all of his platforms. Make sure you go and check out his website, www.battlechicomics.com. Pick up all of the issues. To be quite honest, pick up all of the issues. I can't talk, Isaac. I would love to have you back on the show whenever you need. If you need to promote something, please feel free to come back on here so we can talk about it.
Oh, yeah, I just like talking, and I like answering questions.
I like to ask questions.
Oh my God.
All right, beloved. I'm gonna let you go. We're always here for you, honey. Okay.
I appreciate that.
Always.
All right, my dear. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to throw up one more flash of the comic so you guys can get into it. Let's go back to, because this, honestly, Black Fist is my favorite. That's the one that's going to win every single time. Go out, pick up Black Fist comic. I think you guys will enjoy it. I haven't been wrong yet. The art is great. The storyline is great. If you are into something that's a little bit more otherworldly, I would also invite you to try. Oh, well, not that one. To try out Battle Chi Comic as well. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm not gonna hold you. I am not feeling that great. I've been off all night tonight. I'm gonna wrap up the show.
Yes. We can talk. We can talk Demon Slayer another day.
We can wrap up with something else another day. I'm sweating bullets, which means I probably have a fever. Yay! It's fine. If you guys can, please make sure that you hit the like, subscribe, follow, notification button to support the podcast. I'm going to let y'all know that you also get some discounts from me every once in a while from these great comic creatives. Monarch Comics is still having their code honored on their website. You'll get 30% off of their books. Go to www.monarchscomic.com. Use code BLERD ! For your 30% off. And the family publishers of the show, midnightcomics.org. Go and use code RFOB at checkout for 20% off of your cart. That is also still ongoing. Ladies and gentlemen,
Don't forget super chats. Now that the show is monetized, If
Yes.
you are willing to and you would like to help continue to support this show and this lady over here with anything for equipment and stuff like that, because she's sweating bullets, so
And
I will
also,
remember certain things.
and, and fever reducers.
And fever reducers and tussin
Oh, shit.
and maybe amoxicillin. I don't know. Um,
Yeah,
the
maybe.
super chats are open. Please go ahead and donate to the show because it goes to a good cause to keep this show going.
If the show is if the show is over, give me a coffee. Buymeacoffee.com/RFOB. You can donate whatever you feel. I will holler for $1. Um, I will appreciate it the most. Very quickly, I'm going to run down all the things and places in the internet that you guys should go and check out as far as podcasts and streaming goes. Me and Navy, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Twitch for Blerd's Eye View. Check all of us out over there. We talk about everything, comics to movies to TV shows, a little sprinkling of what's going on in the news when it applies. You can also catch Navy over here after the show here tonight. He is usually streaming on Twitch. He also has his Blerd Corn convos that happen currently on Fridays. Do you have a guest coming up this Friday?
Not yet. But when I
Okay.
do, I'll make sure to announce it a couple of days prior so you guys can get ready because you have no excuses. Continue to support other Blerd creators out here on my platform.
Yes, please. Please make sure that you go and check out Tafari TV. He is my man behind the scenes. He helps me with my clips because I don't like editing. So he is key for me. Tafari TV. He streams on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Usually his retro games. He also plays and walks on that goddamn treadmill. I don't know how he don't bust his ass because I would be straight on the floor every single time, tripping over my own shit. Casual. The man's coordinated, is what I'm saying. Organized and coordinated. He's a mensch, a real mensch. You can also check out Geek by Heart over on YouTube, and I think she does Twitch as well. She is the horror gamer. She is currently playing. I wanted to say Final Fantasy, but that is not true. Silent Hill F. I have not watched not a single one of hers. I can't do it. Like, I want to support her. Like, I need to just put it on in the background and just go. But please go and support her. I think she is streaming now just before my show. She might be on right now if y'all want to go and check her out after us. Also, Black Spartan. He is on YouTube and I believe Twitch as well for two of his podcasts. He does How the Frack.
How the Frack we got here.
Thank you. I always fuck it up. I'm so sorry, Spartan. Don't bench press me. You'll hurt your back. How the Frack we got here, which is on Wednesdays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then he does Get Bit, where he talks about pop culture, geek, blerdy, nerdy type of content on Fridays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will leave myself at the end. I stream on Fridays. I have not been. Don't come for me unless I send for you. But I will be at some point again when I have time. Next week's guest, ladies and gentlemen, he's a lovely man. He's a lovely man. Doesn't make comics, but he does have a great podcast show. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be having Young Deuces from Geek Set Podcast on the show. We're going to talk about him, his journey, and like he's just fucking fantastic. He's just fucking fantastic, okay? I hope everybody tunes in next week. It's going to be a good old time. We are going to be talking about Alien fucking Earth because he loves Alien and I love Alien. And we are going to talk about Alien Earth and we are going to get into it. Navy, I need you to lock in. I need you. What did I say? Did I blink? Did I stutter? I need you to lock in. Okay. What? What? Is there a problem?
I don't want another subscription. I just don't. Okay.
I didn't ask you that.
Oh my. Wow.
I didn't ask you that. I clearly did not ask you that. Also, it's on Disney Plus, bruh.
Fine.
I know it's fine because it's on there already. I love you, everybody. Lock in. Let's get loaded. Let's run away from squid eyeballs and the plant thing that picks people up off the ground, and then just plain old xenomorphs. If you are worried about all that other shit that's going on that ship in that show, you got the xenomorphs on as a base. Navy, is there any? I'm so sorry, honey. I've been running at the mouth, ragged.
You are fine. This is your show. You're supposed to run off at the mouth.
A little bit, but you are also a co-host, which means you should be talking too.
True, but that's fine. Just real quick, you guys. Blerd Station, very important. Support Blerd Station. Support all the efforts that are going out. The posts are going off across social media from everybody who's affiliated with, for the press corps to Hellspawn, across the line. If you want to support a worthwhile venture, something that will give history and legacy and provide a solid platform for Black creators in the nerd space to spotlight their stuff, and you can give back and get back, check out Blerd Station. If you're not a part of it, we implore upon you, because we're all a part of it.
You reminded me. So Blerd Station is actually doing something that's really fucking cool.
I know, right?
We are, I mean, every day is a cool thing. We are actually working on a I don't want to call it a program because it makes it seem like it's more than that. But basically, we're going to have a type
Project?
of TED project, TED Talks,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be dedicated to voice acting.
Yes.
Black as hell voice acting. Okay. We need y'all to lock in with us.
Mm-hmm.
I have in my chat on my channel on Instagram a form that you can fill out that lets us know if you're interested and if you have any experience with voice acting. We want to know. We at Blerd Station want to know. We want to know how big this pool is of people that we can pull from and who is interested in learning more. So please head over to my Instagram. If you have not joined my channel, I don't harass you every 5 goddamn minutes. So please don't act like I'm annoying. Go on over there. Fill out the form. If you can't find it, DM me at Room Full of Blerds, and I will send it to you directly so that we can get y'all locked in. Because what we're trying to do is help Black voice actors get some work. Ultimately, if it's not with us, it's just to get some experience. So that is just a mere taste of what Blerd Station is about. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Again, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to Navy too. If you have any questions about Blerd Station, we'll be more than happy to try to answer them for you, or point you in the direction to get answers. But for tonight, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of what's left of your weekend. I hope you have great weeks, and I hope that I'm going to try to do my thing. I hope that I continue to enjoy, if I'm not sick and can't taste anything tomorrow, my coffee the way I like my comics: Black, organic, and independent. See y'all next Sunday. Young Deuces is lined up and on the show. See y'all then. I'm out.